'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the shop the sawdust was flying and not likely to stop. The toy plans were laid out on the bench in a mess, but hoped the instructions would somehow make sense. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of wood toys danced in their heads. But I did not realize how long it would take to make these darn gifts. I made a mistake. When out of the shed there arose such a clatter, I tore off my goggles to see what was the matter. Away to the woodpile I flew in a flash to check on my boards of maple and ash. I flipped on the switch, and oh, what a sight did I see from the flickering of fluorescent light, when what to my wandering eyes did appear but a miniature trailer made by John Deere. With a little old carpenter so lively and quick, I knew in a moment he must be Wood Nick. More rapid than kickback, he jumped up on a stool, and he whistled and shouted and unloaded his tools. Now router, now bandsaw, now jointer and planer, on lathe, on ruler, on scraper and sander, to the floor of the workshop, to the plugs in the wall. Now dash away, dash away, dash away all. As shavings when cut with the spindle gouge fly, when spun on a lathe they fly up to the sky. So these tools on their mobile bases did glide into the workshop, lined up side by side. And then in a twinkling I heard in the shop the sound of circuit breakers starting to pop, as the amperage was drawn from 220 volts from a big table saw started up with a jolt. When Nicholas wore jeans that were custom cut, and when he leaned over, you could see the crack of his butt. A bundle of chisels he had flung on his back, and he looked like a whittler just opening his pack. His hands, how they moved, his calluses many, from many years carving wood blocks made of cherry. I could not see his mouth as he worked on his task, for around his face he wore a dust mask. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work, grabbing walnut and oak, and then he turned with a jerk. A carving knife appeared from an old leather sheath, and the wood chips encircled his head like a wreath. He picked up his hand tools and started a saw from knotless wood planks that had not a flaw. He measured and cut and sanded and stained yo-yos and boxes with book-matched wood grain, a doll and a puzzle, a wood truck and a car. He made dozens of gifts while looked from afar, and when he was done, he picked up his tools and cleaned them off as you would with fine jewels. He brushed off the sawdust and gave a whistle and loaded his trailer as fast as a missile. But I heard him exclaim, ere he picked up his drill, "Happy Christmas to all! I'll send you my bill."